I willingly subjected myself to medieval torture for 21 days. And you will not believe what happened. No, I did not join a fight club. I did something far more terrifying. I took cold showers every single day for 3 straight weeks. And let me tell you, the internet gurus who promise you will become a superhuman millionaire overnight, they might be stretching the truth just a little bit. So, if you have ever been tempted to turn that knob all the way to blue, you need to hear this first. This is not your typical cold showers changed my life video. This is the unfiltered, chattering teeth reality. Before we dive into the icy depths, let's talk about why anyone in their right mind would do this. The internet is flooded with claims. Cold showers will supposedly boost your immune system, give you glowing skin and hair, supercharge your metabolism, and turn you into a productivity machine with the mental fortitude of a Navy SEAL. Sounds amazing, right? A free daily hack to upgrade your entire existence. I was skeptical but also intrigued. What if it was true? What if all that stood between me and a better version of myself was a few minutes of discomfort each morning? So I committed. 21 days. No excuses, just me, my shower, and a whole lot of cold water. Day 1. Let's call it the Great Betrayal. I stood there, warm and comfortable, mentally preparing myself. I took a deep breath, turned the handle, and was immediately met with a shock so profound I think my soul briefly left my body. It is not just cold. It is a full-body, primal scream-inducing assault on your senses. My breathing went haywire, I started hyperventilating, and every muscle in my body tensed up like I was about to be attacked by a polar bear. The first 30 seconds were pure, unadulterated panic. My grand plan to calmly embrace the cold and meditate went right out the window. Instead, I did the frantic cold shower dance, which involves a lot of yelping and spinning in a circle, trying to minimize contact with the water. I lasted maybe a minute before I scrambled out, gasping. Was this really going to be my life for the next 3 weeks? Days 2 through 7 were an experience. The initial shock did not really go away, but my reaction to it started to change. I learned a trick. Control your breathing. Instead of letting the cold water dictate my breath, I forced myself to take slow, deep breaths. It was incredibly difficult, but it made a difference. It was the difference between blind panic and controlled suffering. I also started to notice the first real benefit. The feeling after the shower. Once you turn off the water and step out, there is this incredible rush. It is like a jolt of pure energy. My skin would be tingling, I felt completely awake, and the fog of sleep was just gone. Forget coffee, a 2-minute ice blast is the most effective wake-up call on the planet. I felt alert, focused, and ready to tackle the day. That post-shower high became my motivation, the reward I looked forward to after enduring the daily trial by water. Entering week 2, I felt like a seasoned veteran. A shivering, complaining veteran, but a veteran nonetheless. The morning dread was still there, but it was less of an insurmountable wall of fear and more of a grumpy hill I had to climb. I even started to experiment. Could I wash my hair in this Arctic waterfall? The answer is yes, but it comes with a bonus. Instant brain freeze. It feels exactly like chugging a slushie too fast, but on your entire scalp. Fun times. But here is where I started to see some other changes. My skin, which can be prone to dryness and redness, actually seemed calmer. It looked less blotchy in the mornings. I am not saying I suddenly had the complexion of a porcelain doll, but there was a noticeable improvement. It makes sense, as hot water can strip your skin of its natural oils. So, a point for the cold shower crew on the skincare front. But what about all those other promised benefits? Supercharged metabolism, mental toughness? This brings me to the reality check. By week 3, the process was a routine. I would get in, take a few deep breaths, endure the cold for 3 to 4 minutes, and get out. The mental battle was still there, but I was winning it every morning, and that is, I think, the biggest benefit of all. It is not about the cold. It is about willingly doing something difficult every single day. It is a small act of discipline that proves to yourself you can overcome discomfort. That sense of accomplishment, first thing in the morning, is powerful. It sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. It is a little voice that says, "Hey, you already did the hardest thing you'll do all day, and it is not even 8 a.m. You got this." This mental fortitude, this resilience, is a skill you build. And it translates to other areas of your life. Facing a tough project at work? A difficult conversation? It seems a little less daunting when you have already conquered a personal ice age in your own bathroom. So let's break down the final verdict. What is real and what is just hype? Benefit number 1. The energy boost is 100% real. It is immediate, powerful, and lasts for a few hours. It is a fantastic replacement for that first cup of coffee. Benefit number 2. The mental discipline. This is the core takeaway. Forcing yourself to do something uncomfortable consistently builds resilience. It is a daily win that builds momentum. Benefit number 3. Skin and hair. I did notice my skin looked better and my hair felt less frizzy. It is not a miracle cure, but it is a definite plus. Now for the reality check. Did I lose weight? No. I did not notice any change in my metabolism or weight, maybe over a longer period, but in 21 days, nothing. Did my immune system become superhuman? I have no idea. I did not get sick, but I do not get sick often anyway. It is impossible to measure that in such a short time. And the most important reality check. It is not pleasant. It never became enjoyable. It became tolerable. It became a challenge I could meet, but I never once stepped into the shower thinking, oh boy, I cannot wait for this. So, should you try cold showers? If you are looking for a magic pill to solve all your problems, this is not it. But if you are looking for a tool to build mental discipline to wake you up faster than a triple espresso, and to challenge yourself in a small but meaningful way every day, then yes, absolutely give it a try. My advice: start small. End your normal warm shower with just 30 seconds of cold. See how that feels. Focus on your breathing. It is the key to controlling the panic. Do not expect to become a new person overnight. Think of it as a practice, not a performance, and be prepared to feel incredibly alive the moment you turn the water off. My 21-day journey is over. The big question is, will I continue? I will not be taking exclusively cold showers from now on. I enjoy a warm, relaxing shower too much to give it up completely. But will I incorporate cold blasts into my routine? Absolutely. That morning jolt of energy and the mental win are too good to pass up. It is a tool in my toolbox now, one I can pull out when I need a boost of focus or a shot of discipline. Thank you so much for coming along on this chilly adventure with me. If you have ever tried cold showers, drop a comment below and tell me about your experience. I would love to hear it. And if you enjoyed this dose of reality, do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more experiments. Stay curious, stay brave, and maybe stay a little bit warm. See you next time.